Okay, so we can't really do anything else in Spagonia, so it's time to return to Chun-Nan. And, I think it's, pretty much time to do the day stage. So, let's head right on over, but first let's talk to Yawa here. Oh dear. You're not very hidden, mate. Seriously. You really aren't. Right. Okay, you seem a bit crazy, mate. But that's fine. Oh dear, what's the matter? Mechanical monstrosities, eh? Probably Eggman. I think we should go and deal with them almost immediately. I think you need to maybe find some teeth and stop translating for her. Maybe. Might sort out some problems. Now, because we finally have the wall jump. Now, that's the boss, so we don't want to be doing that. But we do want to wall jump all the way up here. Clearly, the plan was to miss all of the rings. But now we have the air boost. Which basically means that we can cover greater distances whilst in the air. Like that. And so, we can now get into Dragon Road Day. Which I have to, I do enjoy. Rooftop Run is still my favourite level in the game. I think the thing with Dragon Road is that I wish it was just a bit more colourful. Just needed some more vibrant reds, I think. Or they could have done what they did in the Wii version, where I think they had like cherry blossoms all over the place, if I recall correctly. I don't know the Wii PS2 version too well, so you will have to forgive my knowledge of those games. Because basically, when Sonic Unleashed was announced, I only had a Wii, and I have to say, I saw the Xbox 360 PS3 version, and I was just like, that version just looks so much better. I really don't want to have the Wii version. So, pretty much, that Christmas, I got a 360, along with Sonic Unleashed, Tomb Raider Underworld, Lego Indiana Jones, and Kung Fu Panda. It's a nice little package, and thankfully the price of the 360 had gone down at least a bit, so it was good, and it's a purchase that I'm so glad I made. Well, I didn't make it, I got it for Christmas, but you get what I mean. It's something that I'm so glad I did, because for starters, this is clearly the superior version of Sonic Unleashed, no matter what the critics say. And it's meant that I've been able to play some particularly amazing games. Including, but not limited to, Bayonetta, which is now my favourite game of all time. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Eternal Sonata, that's a wonderful game. What else? Yeah. Typically, the second I go into saying the wonderful games it's allowed me to play out, my mind just goes blank. But yes, Brutal Legend, because that's a really fun game. It's just, yeah. I'm so glad I decided I wanted one. Also meant that I got the better version of numerous games. But the funny thing is that sort of I never really felt a real reason to get a PS3. Because there were no games on it that I wanted that I couldn't get on the 360. It's only been this past year or so when there have been titles which was like Ni no Kuni, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix when that comes out. It's things like that. Now, this fella is annoying. I would go and detail his name, but we'll see him again later, and I shall remember that he's there. And actually get the info that we need. Because I can't quite be bothered to do that right now. Sweet. Oh yes! That is awesome. Now, if only I'd done that on Rooftop Run, would have been so much better. But that's Dragon Road Day. I know I didn't really speak much about the level, but it's a fun level, and as with all of the levels in Unleashed, it's visually stunning. I think the bit where you're on the water is a little bit annoying. It can get a little bit dodgy. But on the whole, it's really fun. Now, I don't think I've been doing this much, but basically what you can do is you can buy the souvenirs and you can give these to Professor Pickle. And for doing so, Professor Pickle will give you hints as to how to get medals, and he will also sometimes give you Sun and Moon medals, because clearly he's just been storing them. He's decided to be evil and withhold them from you. It's your typical video game hero item fare, really. Somebody has an item you need to save the universe, but they're too greedy to just give it you free of charge. So now, you'd probably think that, well, wait, I can't remember whether we went during the day or the night. Oh well, that's fine. I think he might have a bit of a fanboy crush on us. Just a wee bit of one. You don't use dashing for no reason at all. Oh dear, they look a bit frazzled. That's it, I do like going around and talking to all of the citizens of the towns, because they're just very interesting. Now, I don't know whether we can... Can we go into the boss right now? No, we cannot. Basically what I believe we need to do is head on over to Professor Pickle first, before we can actually do anything. just murder bikes on the way. I have to say, bikes can be incredibly annoying. Basically, where I go to university, there are lots and lots of bikes. Like, more bikes than you've probably ever seen in your life. Like, sometimes you try to cross the road and it's just bike, 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 space. Bike, 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 bike. So you have to kind of be on your toes. You have to keep an eye on things. Whoa, Amy, just chill. Of course they'll be thankful for us saving the world, they kind of have to be. It's not like they really have much of a choice. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but when we're in Professor Pickle's lab, we have the wonderful The World Adventure piano version. And it's just nice and sweet and chill, and it works wonderfully. So yes, if you give Professor Pickle stuff, souvenirs, then he will be very nice and kind and just give you stuff. Now, interesting little factoid about the soundtrack is that there's actually a song called Windmill Isle Suburbs that's used in the game, but is not on the soundtrack. Interesting. Also, I probably should have pointed this out a lot earlier, but it's a song you're never going to hear. But when you get an E rank on a level, when you get to the results screen, the music changes from the standard stage clear to results screen E rank, which is a version of the World Adventure orchestral version, but it's played absolutely horribly. It's hilarious. But here we have the Egg Devil Ray that is appears to be piloted by some little fighters and Orbot, I believe. It's certainly not an easy boss per se, and I fail miserably and will be getting hit quite a lot. Basically because I have absolutely no patience whatsoever, and will quite happily just kind of tank hits to speed up a process, which is just ridiculous, really. Now, apparently the Wii PS2 version is significantly harder than the 360 version, because you can only attack the Egg Devil Ray after he attacks, and then lowers his shield, whilst in the PS2 360 version you can literally just attack as you please, and when he does bring up his shield, he lowers it again quite quickly. Also, in the Wii PS2 version, the Egg Devil Ray is apparently controlled by Eggman, whereas here it's controlled by what sounds to be Orbot and the little fighters. You won't have actually seen yet, really. He's the only daytime boss that appears I think... okay, I'm sorry, I think that factoid's a bit rubbish. It's the only boss in Wii PS2 version that does not have a bug base model, but I think that's pretty much similar in the 360 version. It's the longest fight in the Wii and PS2 version. It has the most hit points of all 3-day bosses. So, to make a note of that, in the Wii PS2 version he has 8 hit points, whereas the Egg Beetle and the third day boss have 6. But here we go. It's another Chaos Emerald. Restored. Oh yeah. And this time it's the blue emerald. Blue being my favourite colour. Specifically Arctic blue. The reason I say that is because it's the colour of the Game Boy Advance SP that I got. Because it's just a very specific colour of blue, and I really like it. It's like a light blue. It's very difficult to describe. But I remember, because it was quite rare, and I actually managed to find it, which I'm quite pleased with. Of course, Amy, of course we were going to win. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so now we need to go to Holoska. And seeing as we've had 2 day stages in a row, I think it's about time for a night stage. Oh gosh. Don't worry, it'll be fine, and we shall enjoy it to some degree. I honestly do not know, mate. I'm sure you'll figure it out somehow. And it'll all work out in the end, just once I've saved the universe, obviously. Oh gosh, relationship problems. Just run away. Run away, Sonic. Run away. So, let's head off to Holoska. Yay!